A very good afternoon and many thanks for joining us on today's program. This is News Analysis coming to you live on Politics and Business TV Abuja. The top stories. Politics and Business Television Abuja pays a courtesy visit to the Nigeria Youth Service Corps Abuja Secretariat. Former CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele loses bid to stop $4.5 billion and $2.8 billion naira fraud trial. And President Bola Tinubu mourns fallen soldiers and louds military response to Borno attack. Details coming up shortly. Welcome back and thank you once again for joining us on today's program. My name is Idris Amina. Now the news in full. A delegation from Politics and Business Television station yesterday paid a courtesy visit to the National Youth Service Corps Abuja Secretariat. The visit, which was led by PNB's Managing Director Hajiya Madina Azaki, aimed at fostering collaboration between the two organizations in promoting youth empowerment and development, as well as showcasing the various activities being undertaken by corps members across the country.
Just presenting program, and that's the spirit I took to Politics and Business TV, and I felt that young people have a lot to do, and thank you for posting us very responsible, cool-headed, brilliant, and corpers. Match with any broadcaster of repute today, and that is the spirit we have, and we felt that fostering this partnership, fostering this collaboration will help us a lot on our own part, on part of the NYSC and the young people themselves. So we're not asking for so much, but we're saying that each time there's an opportunity of new corps members, we would like more of them to be sent to us, and so that we could give them this training and they will also give us value. And then our own little contribution is to come up with an NYSC program where we showcase your activities, your challenges, your projects, and we could do that on a weekly level. We'll have an English program, we also have a Hausa program, so that people can understand what exactly NYSC is doing to their lives. Aside from the unity that it was meant, which was created for, it has also helped so much family. Today, most family rely on this ticket, whether we like it or not. That's the truth, that's the reality. A young man yesterday, the mom was calling him and he said, "Mom, I just collected my money, but I could send you 25,000 naira. And I can run around with 5,000. I know where I work. I can get some stipends to work." So it's helping families, especially this hard time. And when I hear people who say scrap NYs, are like, these guys are wicked. You don't know what it is doing. 1 year is a whole lot. It's a whole lot for a lot of people. And so we thank the NYC for keeping afloat, for staying strong in spite of all the challenges. I know that the young people we have today are not as they used to be. Maybe out of 100%, you get only 30% who are willing to work. This laziness, this culture of free money is eating deep, but we have to encourage hard work. We have to encourage the culture of respect and the culture of understanding what you came, the purpose of your life. So we need to continue to build on that with you, with other stakeholders, and everybody that is involved, and the parents themselves. So thank you very much, and thank you so much for your humility in just a state of how many weeks you were able to send us some conversation. Thank you very much.
The FCT NYSC State Coordinator, Mrs. Winifred Shopeka, expressed enthusiasm about the potential partnership amending Politics and Business Television for their commitment to NYSC.
Uncles with those older than us, and we talk. Now, it's not going active mentoring by discussions, by watching what it's not going on. Even between husband and wife, you sit down in front of television, you're not even watching television. So you see, those things are affecting them. If, like what I told you, I said, I expect you people to have a kind of mini orientation tell them what the company's program, and that there was something my mother taught me. When somebody comes and it makes it easy for them to see that actually do it. We've heard of it's a beautiful partnership as I'm seeing it already. Somebody's already begging, I'm not doing it. Honestly, that tells you the volume of what you're bringing on the table for them. And my prayer is that in no distance time, Politics and Business Television will not just be a Nigerian thing, it will be universal.
The meeting ended with discussions on potential areas of partnership, including active mentorship and training programs to enhance the skills of core members. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Special Offense Court on Wednesday dismissed an application filed by former Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, challenging the court's jurisdiction to entertain the $4.5 billion and 2.8 billion naira fraud charges brought against him by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Justice Rahman Oshodi, in his ruling, held that the court had the jurisdiction to try Emefiele and his co-defendant, Henry Omoile. The judge, however, struck out 4 of the 26 counts filed by the EFCC against the defendants for lack of jurisdiction. Justice Oshodi subsequently adjourned the case for trial continuation on February 24, 2025. And in the meantime, President Bola Tinubu has sympathized with the military and the families of the 6 soldiers who lost their lives during the assault on January 4, 2025. The tragic terrorist attack took place at the Nigerian Army base in Sabongida, Damboa, Borno State. In a Thursday statement issued by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, the president commended the bravery and sacrifice of the fallen heroes. The president also praised the Nigerian armed forces for their swift and decisive response to the attack, acknowledging the challenges faced by the military. The president reaffirmed his administration's commitment to eradicating terrorism and banditry, promising unwavering support for the armed forces. You're watching news analysis on live on Politics and Business TV, Abuja. On the foreign scene, United States mission in Nigeria closes operation to honor Jimmy Carter. Details after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The United States mission in Nigeria has said it will close its operation on Thursday to honor former President Jimmy Carter. The U.S. mission stated this in a post on its official X handle on Thursday. Carter, who died on Sunday, December 29, 2024, at the age of 100, served a single term from 1977 to 1981 and was widely praised for his post-presidential humanitarian efforts, for which he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. The body of the late president was transferred on Tuesday in a grand and solemn military ceremony to the U.S. Capitol, where it will lie instead until a national funeral later this week. A live feed by broadcaster PBS showed members of the public move through the building's rotunda to pay their respects to the late president, with many stopping to make a moment of silence with their hands clasped. And now to other news. The Nigerian Communications Commission, the country's telecommunication regulator, has scheduled a stakeholders meeting in Abuja for Thursday to discuss the proposed 100% tariff hike in the telecom sector. The meeting will bring together representatives from major consumer advocacy groups and other relevant industry stakeholders to deliberate on the implications of the price increase. President of the National Association of Telecommunications Subscribers, Adeolu Ogungbajo, who has been a major critic of the proposal, confirmed the development to the media on Wednesday. Telcos have submitted a proposal to the regulator requesting a 100% hike in telecom tariffs. The proposal is currently awaiting the final note from the NCC, which has yet to decide on the matter. The operators, a major contributor to Nigeria's economy, argue that this hike is necessary to offset rising operational costs, including increasing fuel prices and the depreciation of Naira. However, the proposal has sparked concern among consumers' rights groups, including the NATCOMs, which fear that such an increase could further sustain Nigeria's already financially burdened population. And for sport news, let's join Alhamdulillah Lawrence for updates.
Hello and welcome to PNB Sport News with me, Alhamdulillah Lawrence. The Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has appointed French, Malian and Ivorian coach Eric Sakho as the new Super Eagles manager. The coaching vacant of the three-time African champions was available since the departure of Finidi George, who had a brief stint after a string of unimpressive outcomes in June. Nigeria has now given Chile the task of rejuvenating the team, focusing on restoring Nigeria's reputation in international football after recent disappointing results. At its meeting held in Abuja on Thursday, 2nd January 2025, the Nigerian Football Federation Technical and Development Subcommittee had recommended the appointment of former coach of the senior men national team of Mali as the new head coach of the Super Eagles. This recommendation was on Tuesday, 7th January, endorsed by the NFF Executive Committee. Chile, who won 5 caps for the Aiglons of Mali and coached clubs such as GS Consulate, FC Matigas, Bologna and MC Oran, has been head coach of the Aiglons since 2022. At the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations finals in Côte d'Ivoire, Chile's Mali came very close to a place in the semi-finals, losing to hosts and eventual winners Côte d'Ivoire 2-1 after extra time, after leading by a lone goal until the final minute of regulation time, added the federation. The 47-year-old featured for Matigas, Valenciennes, Lens, Istres and Canemos Niortes in France during his playing career. His appointment is with immediate effect, and he has the responsibility of guiding the Super Eagles to earn a ticket to the 2026 FIFA World Cup finals, with the next round of matches in match days 5 and 6 taking place in March. Moving ahead, Gavi and Lamine Yamal guided Barcelona to the Supercopa de España final as Hansi Flick's side beat Athletic Club 2-0 in the semi-final clash in Saudi Arabia on Wednesday. The 20-year-old midfielder scored one and set up the other for his fellow academy graduate to spare the blushes of misfiring Lewandowski and Rafinha. The Catalan side caused some early trouble for their Basque opponents and should have taken the lead when Rafinha met a deadly Jules Koundé cross, but his acrobatic finish sent it flying over the bar. The Brazilian had a key role in providing the opening goal, though, as he won the ball and started the move that ended with Gavi rushing in to meet a low cross from Alejandro Balde and firing into the net. Ernesto Valverde's men twice thought they had pulled a goal back, but they were both ruled out for offside, ensuring Flick's team go on to face either Real Madrid or Mallorca in the final, with the second semi-final tie to be played on Thursday. And to wrap up our news today, Liverpool's hopes of retaining the Carabao Cup were dealt with a huge blow after losing 1-0 at Tottenham in the first leg of their semi-final. and Slots men were unable to produce a strong response to Sunday's surprise draw with Manchester United, and have it all to do with the return fixture at Anfield early next month. Wednesday night's encounter was a far cry from the Reds' 6-3 win at this ground a couple of weeks ago, with Ange Postecoglou's side much improved on this occasion. Though Liverpool came into the game as clear favourites, the first major chance went the way of Tottenham. A corner from Johan Kulusevski called all the way to Son Heung-min at the back edge of the box, and while his shot was skewed, the ball was turned towards goal by Ruud Drogulsen, forcing Alisson into an impressive save low to his right. This was immediately followed by 8 minutes of medical treatment for Rodrigo Bentancur, who went down off the ball and appeared to lose consciousness. 7 minutes were added at the end of the 90 minutes, during which Darwin Núñez brought a tremendous save out of Tottenham debutant Antonin Kingsley, getting down to the right to claw the Uruguayan's shot away. But that was as close as Liverpool came to a crucial equalizer. And this is the news here on PNB Sport with me, Alhamdulillah. Thank you for listening, and it's bye for now.
Moving on to today's focus, which is on the Kaduna's peace deal with bandits. In a significant move towards restoring peace to Kaduna State's cause of bandits, terrorizing not less than 5 local government areas have agreed to drop their arms and discontinue their reign of terror in and around the state. The initiative was, however, not without an initial glitch, as less than 72 hours after the peace deal, one of the popular kingpins, Samaila Suleiman, also known as Boka, who was terrorizing communities in Chikun as well as Jere in Kagarko, Rijana in Kachia, and part of Kajuru local government area, was killed in what sources said was a military raid. This had caused a major setback to the peace efforts. The chief press secretary to Governor Ubasani, Malam Ibrahim Musa, who spoke on the matter, said the state government, in collaboration with some federal agencies, had established a peace dialogue group which is developing the Kaduna model, a comprehensive framework for sustainable peace and security. To help give insight into the peace deal, let's join Ibrahim Bello and SA to the Governor on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs to the Governor of Kaduna State. Join us after a quick break. Joining us in the studio to discuss today's topic is Honorable Ibrahim Bello, SA on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs to the Governor of Kaduna State. Good afternoon to you, Honorable.
Yes, good afternoon, Nabila.
Happy 2025 and many thanks for joining us.
Thank God for everything.
Please take us through the details of this peace deal with the bandits.
The bandits?
Yes, the peace deal with the Kaduna bandits.
Yes, well, thank you for having me. This is a very interesting topic because the issue of banditry, the social menace has been a problem even since the last administration. But since with the emergence of Senator Malo Obasani as Executive Governor of Kaduna State, in power, we have taken different dimension because we have to change the security architecture, motivate the security operatives. At the end of the, towards the end of last year, in fact, some kind of mediation, conciliation has been, developed to make sure that the bandits, since they are not coming, seeking for forgiveness, trying to drop their arms and to submit their arms and be good citizens, and the government appreciate them. So from now, honestly, we appreciate the good leadership of our able Governor Samaro Obasani, because the security, issues, challenges we have been experiencing in the state has dropped down tremendously. Now, you can even the whole of this country, not about
Kaduna State.
Yes, no, not even the Kaduna State. We have our local government that is Binungwari. It has been a serious issue.
Yes.
Because the state has a link with the Zamfara State, Niger State, and some other neighboring states where these people, that's their den.
Yeah, it's everywhere on the report that that's the most terrorized place in the north.
Consumed, extortion, rape, so many things. But now, because of this change of structure, security architecture of our able governor, things have come drastically down. Now, there's even a place where they call it Kara, where they used to sell goats, sheep, cows, donkeys, camels, and the rest. It has been like a story. But now, with this device, with this achievement, honestly, our able governor was able to go there like 3 weeks ago to even inaugurate a new market. Things are going there fine.
All right, so for those who will say, why strike deal with criminals, what is your response to this?
No, you see, the history of banditry or insurgency worldwide, it has never been a situation whereby you end up everything through gun battle. At the end of the day, mediation, conciliation is always, encouraged. So whoever is willing to drop his arms seeking for forgiveness, that mediation is acceptable. Where the government has not made a decision whereby said everybody will come and drop his own gun. No. These people make attempts. And when they make attempts, yes, everything becomes easy for them, to join the citizens and keep the peace. So we don't have a problem with that.
All right, so this is not the first time that Kaduna State's government has tried deals with bandits. I mean, the past administration have done so, but it's unfortunately did not yield any desired result. So what should we expect differently from this?
It is not the same process.
Okay.
The previous administration has never encouraged mediation, with the bandits. The reverse is the case. But in this administration now, since we have a lot of progress, there's sort of achievement. So those that bring themselves, since the government has never called for anybody for reconciliation, but those that are willing to drop and now, admit being good. So that's where the government was able to encourage them just to keep the peace. So the process now taken, we're exploring preventive mechanism, a process whereby we're not killing anybody. The bandit is not, kidnapping anybody. You understand that we're making the whole state safer, then gun battle, then killing them, looking for them. These are insurgents. You can't see them, and they're in different groups. But as God will have it, from the encouragement of this administration, you understand that things are becoming normal in the state. And you being the journalist, I know it's very long for you to have in Kaduna State. Things have dropped down tremendously, and we thank God for that.
Yes. So quickly, how much is this administration willing to pay the bandits under this deal, if I may ask?
Nobody said that, and I've told you. This process, our administration was able to change the security architecture, which is a classified information that I'm not duty bound to state it here. But there was nothing like giving money to anybody. As I've told you, these people, because of we have changed the nature of the security network system, they are unwilling. And everything went well. No cover was given to anybody. It wasn't like other states where there's a parade or inauguration or celebration where they come and drop their guns, give you money. Well, no, there was nothing like that in my state.
So what is the deal between the government and the bandits? What is the deal between them?
Is to keep the peace. To keep the peace, because constitutionally, the security and welfare of all the people of Kaduna State, as it is in the Constitution, is a primary responsibility of an existing government. So the governor has gone extra mile to make sure that any method, anything can be done to make sure that the people of the state is safe. And we thank God, these people, they are willing, or at their own frolic. Nobody goes to force any place to submit his guns or to bargain with you to give any money. There's nothing like that. So that's why our own is different from any other state, because we change the security architecture by motivating the police, by giving the police a lot of equipment, paying them what is supposed to be given, supporting them, motivating them, giving the logistics. So that will make it different from other processes and from other disappointment that we have experienced before.
So contrary to this, the peace deal model also includes disarmament and reintegration alongside investments in rural development and conflict resolution. Do you think the state government will keep to these promises, and what happens if they fail to deliver?
No. You see, we have a governor that has a listening ear. Senator Malo Obasan has been our senator of Kaduna Central, for 4 years. He knows exactly what the pains, what it takes of the state. So this is our governor up to now. Like we're almost 1 year and plus, clocking to 2 years in office. He has never made a promise that which he defaulted.
Okay.
Nobody in Kaduna will ever tell that Obasan has defaulted anything he has promised. Since his campaign days, we have 23 local government in Kaduna State. And I assured you, both Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, comprising the whole of Kaduna State, whatever you are seeing in Zone 1, you eventually see it in Zone B and Zone C, because of equity and fairness. This is a government that loves his people. This is a government that is honest with his people. Forget about all this kind of political, marathons making out the insinuations. But Senator Malo Obasani is a peaceful governor. He's honest with his people. That's why you don't hear complaints. He was able to destroy the issue of using religion and tribes in this our Kaduna State. Now Kaduna State is one. So all these promises has been declared. So now we're expecting even more in 2015. So we don't have any fake promise. It's the kind of government that has integrity. It's a government that is a politician. It's a government who knows what is Kaduna State. It's good for you to lead in a place that you know. So he has been a senator and he's a politician, and this is the person, he's everywhere. Ask anybody who will tell you.
Okay, so as we round up, I would love to quickly ask, how sustainable is this deal, considering the fact that a kingpin was killed even before the deal commenced implementation? How sustainable would this be?
No. You see, I like, as a lawyer, I like things to be justified. I don't like saying some things in parables. I don't like to say something which is not justified, and I don't have any reason to say it. Okay. So all I know is that this is our state as of now. We thank God for having a governor like Senator Malo Obasani, who is taking the whole 20 local government along, who is doing the needful. And we're praying for him, for Allah to give him more health, flash of insight, and courage, determination for us to lead us to another dispensation. Inshallah.
Okay, again, how sustainable is this deal, considering the fact that, according to media reports, 72 hours after the peace deal, one of the kingpins, Samaila Suleiman, who is also known as Bako, was killed in what sources said was a military raid, causing a major setback to the deal. So how sustainable would this be? Would these bandits adhere to the fact that they're likely, would they adhere to this, or there will likely be reprisals on communities within and around Kaduna states?
You see, the whole of 36 states of Nigeria, including Abuja, there's no any security-free state. Every state has its own challenges. It's just that we in the northern part of the country will have this menace, which is very strange. You understand? So wherever there's challenges, the government, has been covered by the constitution. They have gone extra to make sure they motivate the security operatives to make sure they curtail this kind of kidnapping or all this kind of people. So these people, we have boundary with our neighboring countries. And these are neighboring countries, our religion, our tribal, and so many things are of similar nature. So they use it as an insurgents. So many things were been taken by surprise. But I've told you, even most of our neighbors, they are taking measures now. Things are better than before. The security wasn't a situation as was extended, so it's all now what's happening now. So, and I showed you, wherever you see a kingpin has been killed through a gun battle, that's what they do. But in Kaduna State now, we explore, security, security measures whereby we are trying to prevent the killing, to gun battle, to make sure that they are prevented from even kidnapping any person. We are trying to make sure that preventive mechanism is what is not in the state.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Ibrahim Bello, SA on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs to the Governor of Kaduna State, for your time. We appreciate.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And there has been Governor Honorable Ibrahim Bello, a Special Assistant on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs to the Governor of Kaduna State. Thank you for joining us on today's program. Bye for now.